you're a content creator that wants to get their finances in order, you've come to the right place. I'm Kyle Kuyat, a certified financial planner and co-founder of Defining Wealth, and I'm no stranger to creating content. Over the last 15 to 20 years, I've amassed over 100,000 subscribers and millions of views all across social platforms. With my background, I understand both sides of this equation intimately. And that's why I made today's video, to give creators like you more clarity and confidence when it comes to their financial plan and their business. Without any further ado, let's get right on into it. The first thing I want you to understand is that you are an entrepreneur first and a content creator second. Most creators are the opposite, and that's where they stumble. Without figuring out the business side, your plateau is going to be a lot shorter and a lot quicker than if you don't. Once you shift that mindset and start running it like a business, which most of you probably already are, then not only will you be able to grow exponentially, but you will do so with confidence. So once you've done that with your business, let's talk about how you do that with your finances. The foundation of any good financial plan is understanding your cash flow. And look, I totally get it. It's understandable why a lot of creators and business owners mess this up. Unlike most people that are employees, you don't have a consistent salary. Your income is fluctuating, variable, and likely comes from a few different sources. But just because you have variable cash flow doesn't mean that we can't work with it. If you don't already have a system or software that you use, like a QuickBooks, for example, a bank statement is going to help show you all of your income from your various sources, whether that be ad revenue, sponsorships, or any income that you have from your business. Being that your income is fluctuating and hopefully growing, I want you to look at the last 6-month period, and we're going to use that as the basis for your financial plan. Similar to cash flow going in, we also want to make sure that we're tracking cash flow going out. It's important to track all your business expenses for a multitude of reasons. A business credit card or bank statement is also going to show where you're spending money and where it's walking out the door. Whether it's QuickBooks, Excel, or simply taking a picture of receipts and putting them into an album on your phone, you want to make sure that you have all this data come tax time so you can take advantage of applicable business write-offs for your business. So hopefully your cash flow is in the green, especially if you're doing this full time. I would certainly hope that that is the case. Not only will that exercise show you where you're in the red and the green based on your cash flow coming in and out, but it'll also help you identify some habits and some areas where you may be able to cut some cost. Now, unfortunately, life happens. But the question is, what happens to you if you can't stream or make content? You don't want to leave that to chance. When it comes to emergency funds, the average salaried employee should have anywhere between 3 to 6 months of expenses. For business owners and content creators like yourself, most of the time we see them having anywhere between 6 and 8 months, since cash flows are likely dependent on your output alone. Oftentimes, having an emergency fund is going to give you more peace of mind. On the flip side of that coin, good things happen as well. You may have just had your best month ever when it comes to creating content, but just because you made all that money doesn't mean you need to be spending all of it. Don't force yourself to live paycheck to paycheck, especially if you don't have to. The key to avoiding this trap and falling into it over and over again is to do 2 things. First, you want to pay yourself, and secondly, you want to make sure that you automate that process. Which leads to our next topic, benefits. Now, just because you work for yourself doesn't mean that you shouldn't have benefits, especially if you do this full time or you don't have a spouse that also has benefits from a full-time position that you can plug into. You want to make sure that you're protected. Whether it's health insurance, disability insurance, or life insurance, any of these 3 can be applicable depending on your situation. As an added bonus, make sure that you're updating your beneficiaries and your wills. I know it's not fun, but we need to know who gets your channel and access to all your accounts in the event of your death. So let's move on to more fun things, like investing. Again, if you're working for yourself, that doesn't mean that you don't deserve a retirement plan, or at least an investment plan. Whether that's to simply start investing, saving for retirement, or the next phase of your career, you want to make sure that you don't put this off. The most popular retirement plans that a self-employed individual can utilize are SEP IRAs, simple IRAs, or solo 401ks. You can also open up a brokerage account and start investing that way too. There's a lot of options, but you don't have to do it all by yourself. That's why having a team is crucial. You've put thousands and thousands of hours into creating content and building your brand, and you probably still are, which is why you need to make sure that you take care of it. Most of the content creators that we work with don't want to focus on finances. They want to focus on their content. Having a team in their back pocket that they know is taking care of them and doing the right thing gives them the confidence to run their business and their content creation more efficiently and effectively. Our team at Defining Wealth helps quarterback the process so you don't have to figure all this out by yourself. If you're looking for help in this area, make sure you go ahead and reach out to us. We're always happy to help. Well, that's it, content creators. Now you have the tools to get your finances on track. If you have any questions, make sure you let us know. And if you like content like this, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe. Again, I'm Kyle Kuyat, and I will see you next time.